It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
On one, ready? 11. Here we go. Stop.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Take a look at this Patriots defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many? 7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
That second down play, that's a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Patriots take over. Looking to put a drive together. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. The Patriots at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Stafford. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. it's Mixon. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
You talk about this Jets defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ain't nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Gun. Stop. Big 13. 12. 12. 12. 11. MT. Take. Oh, stop.
Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Back to the ground, H.M. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Jalen Wright with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Chris Godwin,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down here the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, can.
They'll try the left side with Gainwell.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Ready? Stop.
Burrow will throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Complete to Wright. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Draw play. This is Wright.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Patriots' 16-yard line.
Now Burrow. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Wright is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
2nd down and 4.
Now it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
Stafford going to change it up here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That can be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11. Right, 80. Got.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Open man here is Conklin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Right, 80. 11, MT. 11. 12. 11, Thomas. 11, MT, Tate.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Get set. Can.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
180.
Now a toss play for Wright.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
180.
Wright going to try and bull his way in.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this time he is in.
Jalen Wright with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. Dumps it off to Mixer. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Stafford. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. T.J. Hockenson as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20. The 24.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Gun. Got.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Back to throw. Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A toss left, Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Set. Red 80. Stay 50, stay 50.
Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Stafford. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
180.
Stafford now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now 3rd down and 7.
White. Hey, 50.
Throwing is Stafford.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
250.
Now Stafford. Looking downfield for Gamble. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Chris Godwin
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Pats have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Here we go.
Partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Ladies!
They snap it to Stanford. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
41-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
To throw is Stanford.
Going back to the same well, it's Hawkinson again. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready!
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Joe Mixon
from 17 yards out.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Jets 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man is Hill, he's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
First down, Jets.
11, Thomas. Here we go. 12.
Burrow on play action.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 41-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Set. Ladies.
A handoff running left, Mixon.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating for the gun, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Gun.
Here's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to make it a 2-score game. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Burrow.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And some room to run now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Complete to right. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 40-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
11. Here we go. 11 Thomas. Big 13. 11 MT. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Burrow. Connecting with Hill.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
11 mighty. 11.
Now Burrow.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And now off to the races, down the right side.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Set. We're waiting.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know